This example, the graph of y equals f of x is given below. Mark the portions for which show where f prime is negative, positive, or zero, and draw a possible f prime of x by estimating the absolute values of the slope on the function f of x. So with this one, I'm gonna copy the figure so then we can have more room to work on. Okay, the first one I'm gonna use to analyze it. The first part, we're gonna mark the portions which show where f prime is negative, positive, or zero. Recall the f prime means the slope of the tangent line. And you pretend like you draw a tangent line along the graph. The first point that I would suggest you to start, wherever the graph turns, that will give you the horizontal tangent line. Okay, we have two turning points, so that means the 2 points on the graph will give you the slope 0. Okay, slope 0. So I'm gonna mark the point for the second graphing area there where the f prime is 0. So I put the note here, make it as, okay, this is the horizontal tangent line. So y prime equals 0 there, and as well as over here. So y prime equals 0. And then the left side of the first horizontal tangent. So gonna be, the graph is rising as you walk along from the left to the right. So over here, y prime is positive. And then between the first horizontal tangent to the next horizontal tangent, the y prime is negative because the graph is falling down. For the right part of the graph or the right side of the second horizontal tangent, the slope is positive. And then back to the problem. Mark the portions which show where f prime is negative, positive, or 0. We already mark it as the graph rising, the slope positive, or the y prime positive. The graph falling, the slope negative, or the y prime negative, and the y prime 0 for the horizontal tangent. And then in the second graphing area here, I'm going to draw the possible f prime. Use different colors. So in green, so the green graph gonna be the graph of the y prime. From the horizontal tangent, the graph of the y prime or the f prime gonna cross the x-axis because it's gonna be 0. And then the left side is positive, so gonna be in positive graph between first horizontal tangent to the second horizontal tangent. The graph gonna remain negative, so gonna be below the x-axis. And then from the point of the second horizontal tangent toward to the positive infinity, the graph will be rising, so the slope is positive. So the graph in green is the graph of the f prime of x. Just to estimate, because we do not have to have the exact form of the graph, just to identify as positive graph here, negative graph here, and positive graph over here. By the positive to negative gonna pass the point that the horizontal line is tangent or the slope is 0.